There we go. Good morning, YouTube. Reseller Mom here. Welcome to today's video. Today's going to be a ride with me. We're going to go shopping at Big Lots, so I'm pretty excited about that. There's been a lot of Bolos posted in the FBA Insiders group, and Big Lots is one of those stores that I absolutely love. One, they take my reseller permit. You can usually use a 20% off coupon. If you don't have a coupon, there is an app called SnipSnap that usually has one available, so don't forget to install that app and have that ready to go. First, we got to take care of some chores. I need gas. That's one thing. I got to get some gas in the car. I've got returns to both Fred Meyer and Target. The Target one is twofold. One is a toy, and the outer plastic was cracked and damaged. I didn't see that, or maybe when the guy was trying to ram my toys into the bag, he broke it. Anyhow, so I've got a toy to return there and some cookies that are too close to expiration. Fred Meyer is coffee too close to expiration. So kind of did the dates, and I really need something like April and beyond if I'm going to send it into FBA. If not, then I can do FBM. These products, I thought about keeping them and FBMing them, but they're just too close. I would be upset as a customer, and I'm out doing errands anyway, so I'll just get them returned. Got some post to drop off at the post office. I thought the guy missed my house yesterday, so I was all riled up. I was like ready to go yell at the post office, like, why are you, skipping me on my pickup service? And I used to have this awesome guy, Ed, who retired. He needed it. He had heart surgery last year, and so anyhow, I'm really happy that Ed retired, but that means I get like rando guy until somebody bids and gets the shift. So I didn't know how that whole thing worked until I talked with the post guy last week. Anyhow, which means that I don't have a regular person. So I went through and I scheduled everything, and I thought I scheduled everything, but no, I scheduled every day in November and December, forgot the last couple days of October. So my bad, and I'm glad I went and looked before I went in there and all with my feathers in a ruffle to yell at them for not doing their job when they really did. They did miss me the other day, and that was legit that they did miss me. So I thought that was twice this week, and I can't have them missing pickups twice a week going into Q4. Not going to work for me. I need to start having daily pickups because I have daily sales. Anyhow, so I loaded up my post. We're going to go drop it off at the post office. Not a big deal. I can check my P.O. box while I'm there. Every once in a while, I'll get like a Voros letter, some random junk telling me to vote or coupons or something. But for the most part, I check my P.O. box. I was going to try and do it monthly, but it's probably about every 3 months I actually check it. But during Q4 and returns and whatnot, my returns used to go to the P.O. box, and then they just kind of shuffle them back to my house. So I'm not sure if that's a setting I did or they just know me. Anyhow, also going to pick up some free packing materials. I have been doing a lot on the Buy Nothing groups in my neighborhood. If you just go to Facebook and you type in Buy Nothing and your neighborhood name, you should be able to join the groups. It's a great way to make friends with your neighbors, and what it is if you have free items, you can post it and somebody will say, yes, I want that, and you can, go pick it up. So one lady just moved into the neighborhood, and she's got a bunch of boxes and packing materials. I'm like, yes, I can come pick them up. She has now been messaging me a couple times, as they unpack, to come pick up materials, and then I've been using those materials to ship out my FBA items. So that's good. On the flip side, I have been going through my returns. With the end of the month coming up, I want to have all my returns processed, and I've got to do an inventory count. So pretty much anything that's like I can't make $1 off of, and I'm not saving for a garage sale at this moment, I'm putting up there to see if it will walk away and save me the time of running it down to the Goodwill. And so I've gotten some things back that I don't know if they're missing pieces or not, but they've clearly been opened, and I don't want to sit there and count and try to figure out what's missing or whatnot, and I don't really want to do that and put it on eBay, because then people are like, well, is it missing pieces? Well, I don't know. it's not worth the time to look. If I'm not going to make at least $5 on it, then it's not worth 20 minutes of my time. So I quickly have snapped a bunch of pictures, put them up on a little thread, and then people come to the door and pick up the junk. What else do we got going on today? Yeah, I gotta go get Dollar Tree. My Dollar Tree Christmas stuff is here. Now, I bought several cases, I think over 50. So I will be coming home after shopping, emptying my shopping trip, and going to Dollar Tree later this afternoon. And I'm pretty sure I can fit over 50 cases in the car here. It's all smaller stuff. You know, Dollar Tree doesn't have really big stuff. They deleted a lot out of my shipment. Some things that I was ordering 3 to 5 cases on, they nerfed me down to 1 to 2, which was not good. Who's driving behind me? Oh, I got a big truck. I'm in the driveway because, yeah, that's the easiest place to film right now. I don't like to film while I'm driving, so here we are. Pretty excited about that, and I did wind up hiring somebody yesterday, so I'm super excited. They're going to start on Monday, and I got to get things lined up for them. I had them fill out a W-9 form because I do contractors here. I'm not quite big enough to you know, do full employees, but that's a goal for next year for sure. And she wants to work part-time. She's going to come from 11 to 4 Monday through Friday, about like that. And I'm pretty excited. But that means I need to have inventory for her to pack and spend some time showing her how to pack things and doing some training there. All right, guys, let's get started. It is now 1 o'clock and I am done with Big Lots, but I took lots of pictures. So I'm going to do something a little bit different. I took pictures while I was in there so that I can share some Bolos with you guys, which I'm super excited about. And, you know, just kind of show you what I'm looking at and whatnot. Playing around with some different filming ideas on how I can present things better for you, both with my skills with technology and just the time of the year and the different things going on and what can fit into my life that could help you out. So, $803. I had gotten it into 2 cart loads. If you fill a cart, the 20% off coupon at Big Lots is only good for like that transaction. So you don't want to break up your transactions because you want to get that 20% off, which means I got over $200 in savings. I will probably make profit-wise, gosh, if it was like my Fred Meyer run, which was at about a 74% ROI, I really think I did better here. There were some that were 200%, and there was a couple that were 30%, don't get me wrong, but it was more, the ROI seemed better. So probably another $600 to $800 in profits here. But we got some problems or, you know, issues, of course. Every store has its pros and cons. Pros with Big Lots, you can get a 20% off coupon with your email. You can get them through SnipSnap. There's other ways to get the 20% off. They do take the reseller permit. They're very reseller friendly. I can fill a cart, leave it at the front, go fill another cart. They don't care if I clear the shelves. They're usually pretty friendly in all of those aspects. Now the downsides. I did get some like cookie mixes and cake mixes, and there was a lot of stickers. The best way that I have found for some of these stickers, there's 2 best ways that I have found to massively take off stickers. One is using Goo Gone and then spray away glass cleaner to wipe off the residue from the Goo Gone. The other way is lighter fluid, and I've been using the lighter fluid more and more. It is the fumes. If you don't like the fumes, that could be an issue. But you spray it on and you just let it sit and you come back and you just take them up. So the lighter fluid that's in the yellow bottle, I'll have to show a picture of it one of these days, but it's just regular old lighter fluid you would get at the grocery stores. I've been using so much of it, I do need to pick up another jar of it. So I went through and I took a bunch of pictures so that I can show you Bolos, what I look for, what I hone in on. There was no way I could film in the store. There was just too many people, too much music, and too many interruptions. It's very difficult for me to do the filming in the stores some days, especially on these types of trips, because I'm on the FBA Insiders Bolo list, and I'll tell you right now that none of the Bolos for them I am sharing with anybody else, because it's a paid group. You got to respect that, right? Then I have a group that is of friends that we share Bolos, and of course I'm not going to share any Bolos that they find with you guys. And I also want to contribute to the group. So When I find some Bolos, I'm going to be sharing them with that group. And of course, I'm going to share a couple with you as well. So keeping all that straight in my head while navigating and looking at all the numbers, it's just exhausting. I've been shopping out, like 3 hours. I think I started at 10 o'clock on my journey. I got my box. I picked up my mail, which my mail was nothing great. I got Payability sends me a letter like every month on to join them. You just get some regular business mail, and it's great that it goes there. They have at the post office a little recycle thing, so I can just go right into recycle with a lot of the junk mail. So I got the mail, got my free shipping supplies, and then came here, and pretty much it's all filled up. When I checked out, I had 2 cartloads, but it was Jenga'd in really good, and then I needed 3 carts to get to the car, and we kind of knocked it out. The one lady, she was like, I don't have the ability to do multiple quantities, but managers do. That's the same at Dollar Tree. If you're going to do a lot of multiple quantities, you're going to want to get that manager there so they can just go, okay, you've got 22, put it in. Because if they have to hand ring every single one, I'd still be checking out. I'd probably be checking out till tomorrow. It's just ridiculous. So she would take it out and count. She'd be, 12 of this, 18 of this, and count. I did have some items that I filled up in a bag. Let me see here. So I bring in these large bags that you can get from, well, I got some at TJ Maxx. I can't go into Marshalls and whatnot. So I had some items that I filled up, and I take these nice handles and I tie them around the shopping cart bar. And I filled up just sections of 20. So each bag had 20. I had 3 bags. So when I got up, I'd say I got 60 of that plus these 3. So 63 total. And since they know me and, it's not an item that it wasn't a high dollar amount of item, they're going to look at it and go, yeah, okay, we trust that you counted it. Most of the people will trust that I counted certain things because they don't want to sit there and count 60 items to verify, especially if it's not like I'm checking out new PlayStations or anything. I'm checking out items that these ones were in particular under $5, so they're going to take my word for it. Okay, so the one lady was taking it out, making the count. The manager was doing the entering part, and then I was taking the items and bagging them and filling up carts. So we had a really good system down, made it worthwhile. Now let's jump to the pictures, and I'm going to try and remember everything that I was in the store going, I need to remember to say this and that, and look through these pictures together. I think I got everything fixed up here. Oh, I think I disconnected my phone from the car. Anyhow, I went into airplane mode so that I don't get anything scrolling across the bar and interrupting this filming. So, walking into the store, a couple of things. I'm bringing my reusable bags. I usually bring a snack and water with me. I am kind of kicking myself because I'm hungry and I'm thirsty and I should have had something in the car. But you can only remember so much, right? When I get into the store, it's time to fix up the phone. Now, I tried to, let's see here. First, I joined the Wi-Fi. Sometimes that helps, sometimes it doesn't. If you kill the Wi-Fi, you go to your cellular data, and sometimes that's better for scanning as well. So, if you're having trouble scanning in the store, try those different tricks and see if it works or not. Then I'm going to go to Inventory Lab. I scan with both Amazon Seller app and Inventory Lab's Scoutify, and I want to change my settings so that I'm paying 0% tax, and my default my default discount is going to be 20%. That way, when you're punching in numbers, you don't have to do the calculations in your head or on a calculator. You just punch it in. So if I had a toy that was 20% off $6, I don't have to sit there and try to do the math. I just enter in $6 and Scoutify does the calculations. It's so nice. Things that it does hook up on or not, it hangs me up on is at Kohl's. If you are bouncing between clearance and name brands, then you sometimes have to bounce around or at least remember that it's not as good. Meaning, Nike will not do the 20% off over there. Now, Big Lots does. It's 20% off across the board, so it's really nice. You don't have to monkey with it. But if there's exclusions or different things, then sometimes it could be difficult. Next, I'm going to go up to Snip Snap, which is on my phone. It looks like that thing that I circled up there, the S, Snip Snap. And you can see here there was a 20% off. Now, this one actually did not work at checkout, so I had to go in my email and find my coupon linked with my account, which today is the last day to use it. So that was good that I grabbed that. My plan was to shop Big Lots this morning, go get my 50 plus cases at Dollar Tree this afternoon. And tomorrow I'm taking my daughter to a Halloween ice skating thing and baking with my son. So family time tomorrow, maximize coupons today. Okay, but Snip Snap is great. You see here they got a Bath and Body Works, they've got Michael's, but it's a great little thing to kind of bring up. And my savings from the 20% off was $232 today. Well worth it. Oh, there you go. That's what it looks like. The fine print, the valid date, and they kept trying to scan that code and it wouldn't. I went back and read the comments. Like when you click on that, there's some comments. A couple of people were saying that it wasn't working. All right, so we're in the store, and this is like right after I did all of my settings, and this jumped out at me. We've got advent calendars, which advent calendars can be very lucrative. These ones weren't, but they can be. So I'm going to be on the lookout for name brands, for seasonal items, for replenishable type of items. When people do advent calendars, they're going to get a new one every year, right? So I want to look for things that people are going to be getting, and especially things they're going to get gifts for. Think of, some grandma that's going to buy their grandkids a bunch of presents, and sending everybody an advent calendar is totally feasible and doable. So I'm going to be looking for anything like that. Think like your customer. So we've got Merry Christmas, Hershey miniature candy filled, ringing up. It was $5 on the stand there. If you punch in $5, you can see that you're going to lose 30 cents. These are types of items. You look at that rank, 958, and we're gonna be talking about a lot of things here, just so that you know all my thoughts and this and that. Because the number one question I see out there in the reselling world is, should I buy this? Should I buy this? There's some that are like slam dunks, and then there's some that are, whoa, stay away, 100 yards at least. And then there's a bunch that's in the gray areas. And the gray areas is what we all struggle with, right? Because some turn out to be really great, some don't turn out to be really great. So we're going to talk a lot about all of those things and in between. Okay, 958 in rank could be really good, but you've got at least 3 people on there that are all $9 a piece. You could go look at the Keep a History or history of advent calendars and see what's going on with it, if it tends to get higher towards Christmas or lower. If you could hold out and maybe put $12 on there instead of $9, if it would then, make it worth your while. But I would probably stay away from this one in particular. But if you had a wholesale opportunity to get these for much less than $5, let's say you were getting them for $2, then that changes whether you should buy it or not, right? The other thing is maybe there is a 2-pack or a 3-pack. We're going to talk about that a little bit later with some peeps, but, grouping these up, if I were going to group that up, I would do a 2-pack, put it, a little bit less. So it's $9 for one, maybe $16.99 for 2, and the fees might be good for it. The other thing is I just put out a video on small and light items. If this went down to $7, the fees would change up a little bit, and maybe it would be profitable. Not at the $5 mark, but if you were getting it wholesale, you may want to go that avenue as well. All right, this is the first Bolo, everybody. First Bolo of the day. I did get some of this Adult Swim Rick and Morty hot sauce. So totally a licensed item, a hot sauce, a gift set. They've got a lot of things going for this. $36,000 in groceries. We've got an $18 sale price, only 3 FBA offers, only 3 merchant fulfilled offers, a $10.35 margin to work with. Now they are glass and they are heavy, but it's that like hot sauce glass, and it's got the cardboard around it. So this will definitely be getting bubble wrap and a poly bag for me. And let's see here. Yeah, I did do the numbers. So I did them here and I did them on Inventory Lab, I think, if I remember which screenshots I took. So at $18 sale price, you're going to pay $7.65 in fees. That's because it's a little heavy. I can't, it felt like a little heavy in the hands. It's hot sauce. We've got an estimated shipping to Amazon of 72 cents, and that's again based off of weight. And then cost of purchase $4.80 because it was $6 with 20% off. And I had to go over to the calculator to calculate that so I could make sure that I was getting a good, making sure that I was accurate on my numbers. Now, what that doesn't include is the bubble wrap and the bag. My bubble wrap, this will probably take about 3 sheets, which is 15 cents, and about a 10-cent bag, so about a quarter in packing materials. Now, I also pay people to pack things up, and it does have a sticker. So there were some items that the profit margin, it was like a $2 item, and you'd be making 80 cents. And it's like, by the time you factor in bags and labor and taking the tags off, it just wasn't worth it. I mean, you want to kind of have a minimum. And some people have a $5 minimum. For me, $4.83 was doubling my money. I'm cool with that. I liked the product and thought it would go pretty quick there. Did I do it? No, I didn't. I didn't put it into Inventory Lab or to Scoutify. But if you did, that's what it would be. Thought I took a screenshot of that. That's all right. In the mix, gingerbread cookies. Here's another bolo for you. So, cost of goods, $5. And these are gingerbread cookies. There's a lot of gingerbread ninja cookie sets out there. And there's some pros and cons to it. The cons are there's a lot of them out there. The other con is a lot of these cookies and gingerbread kits do break on transit. They've been shipped to the store, then you go home and pack them, you ship them to Amazon, and they ship to the customer. And a lot arrive broken, and you could have unhappy customers. Some of them I will bubble wrap and bag. Some of them I will not. It depends, again, on how much money is involved and the flip and all that good stuff. I feel like cookies are a little bit safer, especially since this is a cookie mix you're going to mix. It's not like the actual cookies baked, I think. Boy, I'll go rattle the box and look at it. So we've got a $5 buy and net profit, $4.30, and see how that ROI is 107%. That means that they have taken that $5 and taken out the 20%, which would be $1, right? 20% of $5 is $1. So $4 compared to $4.30 profit. That's how they're getting 107% ROI. That's how you know Inventory Labs Scoutify is working. So we've only got 2 people on the FBA. So there you go. Bolo number 2, go scan some cookie mix. And that's kind of the idea. Like, I talk about my Bolo groups because I want to be upfront that I'm part of them. But to be honest, I find maybe 10% of what they shout out to me. So out of 10 items they share with me, I might find 1. But it gives you a good direction, right? So I'm not saying go to Big Lots and buy this specific gingerbread cookie kit. You can if you want. It could price tank. It could sell out really quick. I don't know. But I want you to go to the store and scan all of the cookie mixes and make decisions based on your parameters and what you want to sell off of your business needs. So this is what it looks like when you go to add. You've got your cost per unit. You can add the expiration date. I do the store name. I've got 0%. I've got 20% discount, and my buy list is just today's date and time. That's it. So yeah, I started at 10:39 and it's 1:16. So it's been a long shopping day. It's a long shopping day looking at numbers just for one store. And I still plan on going to more stores. Typically, I would go to probably 3 or 4 more stores today if it wasn't a weird weekend. But that's what it looks like. I did look at several expiration dates as I was shopping, but I did not enter them in because I'm fine if they have a couple different. Anyhow, I do the expiration dates when I'm in the office for this type of stuff. Here is a display of Legos, and it had some sort of sale going on. I don't know, what is that? I don't think I can zoom in. Oh, I can. Starting at $10 there. So I did scan almost all of the Legos, and there was one Lego that came up as a bolo. We've got an $8 buy cost, It's a net profit of $6.70, so just over 100% ROI. List price $19.99 all day long. The other thing I'll mention here is I think most of these Bolos don't have Amazon on there. So, you know, I like to go on stuff that Amazon's not on. It's not a deal breaker for me because Amazon goes out of stock all the time with things, but, you know, it's preferable, I'll say. We've got 27,000 in rank. And if you really wanted to, I think on one of these we go into the keep a list, and I just share some screenshots here. But $6, only found like two of these. I found two of them, but that's $12 profit right in that little bunch. We've got some soaps and stuff here, and you may look at this and you may be like, yeah, I don't really think I want to do any of that. So if we zoom in, can I zoom in? I can. These lemon sugar, cinnamon sugar, and the cute little snowmen, these are great for your house. They're not as good for reselling. If you wanted to create a bundle and do, you know, a tree and a Santa and a snowman, and you've got an $8 cost of goods and then maybe like a $24.99 price, you could, but they're pretty junky. So I tend to skip over those types of items unless if I need soap for my bathroom, which I've been buying Bath and Body Works stuff recently, and I really like that stuff. But what we're going to go into is Burt's Bees. I am ungated, so I scanned these Burt's Bees little candy doodads. They were not in the system, and I could have keyword searched them. I didn't. I just scanned the barcode. And also these kisses. So I'm looking for the name brands. And every little aisle that had this type of item, I'm zoning into the name brands. So we've got whatever, Hershey Kiss lip balms and Burt's Bees lip balms. Ah, jeez. There we go. What if I just go like that? There we go. Axe body spray. You can go ahead and count this as a Bolo, but take it with a grain of salt. This one has the spray, body spray. For me, Amazon, 99% of body sprays get flagged as hazardous and you have to ship them in, and the weight of these items is not worth it. So I only got one of these. I want to go home and see if it is a good buy or not. And if it is a good buy or not a good buy, I may come back and get more. It's not like there was a whole bunch of them on the shelf, but I was really cautious because I'm not going to ship them in. I got stuck doing that last year with a couple of the Axe and Dove or whatever, those sets that have the soap and the spray and the this and the that and the loofah and whatnot. But $34 for $10. And if you did a big enough quantity or you did it right, it does make sense to ship it in. There are some items that are very good for hazardous. So if you're part of the hazardous program, then you know, that's great. It is, and I don't remember if it's an invite only or if you have to apply for it, but just Google Amazon hazardous program. If you're in the hazardous program, here's the problem. It doesn't show up as hazardous on the Amazon seller. Yeah, I didn't take a screenshot of it, but it did not show up as hazardous when I scanned it with the Amazon seller app because I'm in the program. So I'm not sure how to check it other than just knowing that body sprays 9 times out of 10 need to ship ground. Okay, but it could be good. You know, $13 profit. I'm not sure how much it would cost to ship versus the profits and all that good stuff. I do every once in a while some Bath and Body Works or Victoria's Secrets fragrances, and those fragrance sprays are all hazardous. Perfumes, etc. Here we've got a new display. This is anytime there's something new catches my eye, I haven't seen it before, oh, I'm going to go over there and scan it. You better believe me. We've got all sorts of Pride items. Nothing came up. I didn't keyword search. It's one of those things that maybe I should go home and keyword search, maybe Pride, Christmas tree or something, see if it comes up. But it was really good to see that kind of stuff out. Same with anything diversity, inclusion, etc. Really love to sell and to scan, but nothing really came up. Here we've got Yankee candles. They have large Yankee candles. Those large ones up in the jar are only $12.99. Now, that's an amazing price for Yankee candles. I picked one up for my house because I love them. But Yankee candles is gated, and they ain't going to let you in. This is where, a lot of people want to jump into brands and just start scanning and selling and not learning. And you kind of got to take your Amazon dive and learn how to tread water before you dive into the deep end. Yankee Candle is not one to mess with. They will not, you can't sell it. There's like no application. So you need to know to skip that. Knowing what to skip and what to hone in on will help your frustrations. But I did like those candles, and some of them smelled really good, so I got some for me. Create a Treat Easy Hershey Gingerbread House Kit. Here's one I was on the fence with. I don't know why I have... Oh, now I know. I underlined it, and it took me a second to remember what I was trying to point out for you guys. So I saw this one. I was looking at it, and then a couple flags. So 1,000... I'm sorry. My goodness, let me start over. 112,000 in grocery is a bit high. However, we are just getting into Q4, and Meltables just got opened up, and it's a newer product, so it just may not have history to it. So that might be why the rank is high. You'd want to look at Keepa. But the other thing that is not very intuitive here, you've got a picture of one, and in the title, it's 2 kits. And the kits were $5 a piece, so it's not going to be profitable. But at first I was really excited. I'm like, ooh, $5 with my margins of 11. That means like, what, $6 profit? I haven't even calculated my 20%. I would pick some of those up, to try them out if things were different. And then I saw the 2 full kits. I'm like, yep, nope. And it's a no. Here we go on another one. This is where we go into some Keepa stuff, I believe. I don't remember. I took a bunch of screenshots. I need some food. I need some lunch. We've got Peeps Marshmallow Snowman 1-pack. This is what comes up when you scan the UPC. And we've got it no rank in grocery. Now, sometimes if it's a new product or whatnot, it may not have that rank there. But if you've been selling online, that Peeps sell, and Snowman Peeps are probably going to sell. Just like Advent calendars. If you have a name brand with an Advent calendar, there will be a listing and it will be selling. Whether it's a good sale or not, yet to be seen. But we've got 1 pack of Marshmallow Peeps, and it's at $1.50. So at first glance, this looks like, okay, this could be good. We've got net profit $4.18, but there's no rank available, and really, I don't know if somebody's going to be happy paying $10 for one set of Peeps. So we're going to go to the Keepa chart and check out that rank. It's only been up for 16 days. So somebody has put up this listing for just over 2 weeks. They used the barcode on the package. So if you are looking to list things, like say you run into an item and you think, wow, this is really good, it should be up on the Amazon catalog, you can go ahead and try to list it with the barcode that it is, and that's what these people did. They listed a 1-pack of Peeps 16 days ago. But if you go into your Amazon seller app, go in there, type in Peeps Snowman, and I did this for a couple. They had let's see here, just above, you can see that variation listing. That variation listing looked pretty good. There was also something that had 4 Peeps. Let me think. Snowman, trees, stockings, and gingerbread men, if I can remember right. And this Big Lots only had snowmen and trees. They did not have gingerbread men or stockings. But if you could find the other 2 items, maybe at Walmart or something, you could get on those. Oh, my my car is yelling at me, saying I've been sitting here idling too long. Let me make sure we're still filming. Yeah, okay. So we've got another listing here with a 3-pack of Peeps that does have a rank of 103,000, which is still a little high, but definitely more desirable. We've got 22 reviews in here. You've got 7 sellers, and we've got it says gross proceeds $3.91 there, if you can read that. Low price $8.02 minus $4.11 with fees gives you $3.91 to work with. Now, we've got whatever, the $1.50 times 3 minus 20% to calculate. Or if you want to add it to your buy list, this is what I do. I click that list button down in the bottom right, and then it brings up this, and you can copy that ASIN and then go put it into Inventory Lab. And that's how I do it. There's a couple different ways to grab the ASIN, or there's more than one way to skin a cat. So when I go into Inventory Lab, we've got people selling it for $12.88, which is kind of strange because over here we just had it for $8.02. So not really sure what's going on there. But let's say you were going to keep that $12.88 price tag, which I think is completely legit going into Q4. If we were like creeping up on multiple season, I would stay away from it because we don't have enough time to get it sold and you can't sell it during the summer. And if we were coming out of Christmas season and I was paying that price, I probably wouldn't get it. But if we were at the 90% off sale, maybe I would get it. So you can see how these gray areas, you're like, well, if it was this, I would. If it wasn't that, I wouldn't. Anyhow, $4.50 with a $12.88 price gives us $4.23 in profits, or 117 ROI. With these marshmallow peeps, you can stick them just in a bag. I usually stick them in a bag. Sometimes I'll bubble wrap them. They're pretty sturdy. I mean, I think peeps could survive a nuclear war, right? I mean, they get melted and sometimes they get squished, but up to you. When I was shipping these out during Q4 last year, merchant fulfilled, obviously I put them into a box, but I'm hoping Amazon sticks them in a box for FBA on these types of items. You never know. I swear, Amazon would put light bulbs in a poly bag if they could. Next up, we've got SpongeBob SquarePants. So it's back to Advent calendars. They have a couple of Christmas aisles put out, and they were stocking more stuff as I was in there. We've got a $2 buy cost. We'd make 72 cents, and it's an ROI of 45%. This is one where, you've got pretty good rank, 71,000 home and kitchen. I'm not sure why they put it in home and kitchen. Probably should be in food, but maybe somebody couldn't list in grocery, and they put the listing over in home and kitchen. You see that happen quite a bit with people that are gated in grocery, sticking it in a similar category. We've got quite a few sellers on here. We've got 2 people competing for the lowest price. Let's see if we can compete for the lowest price at $6.44. And boy, we're going to get you by a penny, $6.43 down there. And there's a couple of things going through my mind here. One, if it's the small and light program, then your fees are going to be a little bit less, and it's not going to show up on here. So if you take a little bit off of the fees, then that ROI percentage is going to go up, right? And it's at 71,000 in home and kitchen, so it's pretty good rank. Or you can, nope, I didn't. Or you could bump up your price to $8, let those low ballers sell out, and hold at $8, and now you're making I think about double your money. I'd have to do the math, but much better on the ROI. So kind of 2 ways you could look at that. Get it into the small and light, pay less fees, sell out quick, hold out for the higher price. SpongeBob and Advent calendars are pretty solid to sell. Now, I didn't get this one. I got a couple other ones. I was on the fence with this one, and I had about 3 or 4 that were good sellers, all similar to this. I picked the top couple ones to go with and bought those. Kind of wanting to go back and get SpongeBob, though. I like SpongeBob. I like the theme song. Okay, we've got toys. Did I scan any toys? I don't remember what I screen shared with y'all, but we've got all sorts of toys here, and I'm going to hone in on... Let's see if we can blow this up. There we go. Hi. We've got, my car's making noises. WWE is a gated category. Somebody asked about ungating for toys. Both Shepherd and EE Distribution, you can buy items from there to get ungated with those. That's an easy ungate. I did go into the DC and this Pixar, scanned those. Nothing came up. We have some other ones. What else did I scan? Looking the Vaseline, I did not. Smashers, Hulk, pretty much any of that stuff I'm going to go ahead and scan. Over here, this is one that I wanted to show you guys. We've got Christmas stuff coming out. I skip over pretty much these plates and napkins unless if I'm going to group them together and make a bundle. But I've already done that with my wholesalers. Bought some plates and some matching napkins, put together a little kit, and bada boom, you've got a little bundle. What I will hone in on, though, was to the right. Did I get it in the picture? Well, it was some Snoopy stuff. I think it was in the upper right-hand corner. I think I didn't get a good enough picture. But I'm going to hone in on Snoopy and anything else that is got a name brand. Some of these other things could be good. If I had more time, I probably would have scanned a little bit more. What do you call this? The Elf movie. That one would probably be a good one to scan. The Christmas Story. Any of that stuff, I should have scanned that now that I see them. I did not scan the Friends stuff because these types of glasses, you have to get them for a really good price and then really package them. Especially these 16-ounce 4-pack of glasses. They're really heavy. Let's see here. Okay, we got 3 more slides. Let's keep going. Here's another bolo for you. Pop-Tarts Tropical Mango Drizzle. I like the tropical mango drizzle part, but I'm not sure in a Pop-Tart if that would taste good. $48,000 in groceries. They're going for $1.99. You make more than double your money, 148% there, and they are selling all day long for just under $10. The problem with the ones here is expiration date. I actually had some food that expired last July still on the shelf. I should have pulled that and brought it to the manager's attention, but I didn't. So if you can find these tropical mangoes, they could be good if you got a good expiration date. I'm always looking for that weird flavor. You have a lot of regular flavors there, your berry and strawberry and whatever. Look for the eclectic flavors going on and scan them. This one, Glad for Kids. Don't buy. I got an IP claim from them last year with the stupid unicorn plates for the straws. So that case is over and done with. I was able to get a retraction using my lawyer, whose information is down below, and don't get that. So just like we talked about Yankee Candle, there's some things that you see and you're just like, turn the other way around. Just turn and go away. They did look very cool. I mean, little unicorn plates. The plates and napkins, or big plates and small plates, sold really well. And then this one I just brought up, like to think outside of the box. You've got the holiday season, and of course your chocolates and your advent calendars and your toys are going to sell, but there's other things to scan too. Your tablecloths, these Rubbermaid take-alongs, the holiday Ziplocs and things like that. Don't discount those because if people are going to bake up a storm, they're going to need containers for it to go in. Different cleaning things that you're going to get a new air freshener for the bathroom, cleaning products, anything that will support the holiday frenzies is a good thing to get. All right, we're going to switch back to the other. So just like the Rubbermaid containers or whatnot, you may be gated in groceries or whatever category, toys or whatnot. So you're going to have to really think outside the box on what items you can sell. I did see some clothing there. I didn't really scan or hone in on the clothing, but they had Yoda clothing, Baby Yoda. They had Mickey. They had all sorts of branded type of clothing material or clothing items there was a lot of holiday stuff out that people are going to be making listings for. The Christmas lights and yard decorations. There's just so much that you can go and scan that is not your typical chocolate and toys that you might be gated in. So don't get discouraged from that. Don't ever go into the store and constantly think like, what, oh, I can't do this, I can't do this. If you have a bad mentality, you're not going to find stuff. And you're just going to get frustrated and walk away. So don't go to a section that is not really good for you and then get frustrated by it. That is it, guys. That is going to be my video for today. I've got to go get some lunch. I had a really big breakfast before I went out shopping, but now it's been, several hours, and it's time to go refuel and then go down to the Dollar Tree and get my stuff and call it a day. Now, my plan with unpacking and getting the labels taken care of, I have a couple big work tables, and I just lay things out and then go squirt them all with the lighter fluid, which I need to go get another pack of that today, probably 2, with $800 worth of crud to do. I will be careful, do a test run on the lighter fluid so that you don't ruin a bunch of stuff. And before I lighter fluid my labels off, I will be checking the expiration dates, and I will do a test run because I know the lighter fluid works great on like cardboard boxes and stuff. I'm not quite sure on some of the boxes and whatnot packages that I have. Last thing you want to do is like have the ink run off. Been there, done that. Have the cardboard have a weird discoloration, especially if it's a food item. So be careful before you just start spraying your cleaning material everywhere. That's it. If you guys have any specific questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments down below. And I hope you enjoyed all the bolos I shared with you. They are meant to help you find your own stuff out there. I have literally scanned things and had them be amazing 1 week, and then 3 weeks into Q4, it is stay away, no good. And then by January, it's back to being good. So look at those Keepa charts. Make sure that you are, watching that and watching the trends. This whole year, last couple of years have been just crazy pants between COVID and supply chain issues. It's hard to tell what's going to be good and what's not going to be good based on past trends. All right, guys, take care and have an amazing week.